Live pictures of the state capitol in Atlanta, the center of political power in Georgia. Voters across the Peach State now in the final hours of casting their ballots in the last major election of the 2022 midterms. It is all up to Georgia now to decide the balance of power in the United States Senate. This as there is a major new development here in Washington. The January 6th Select Committee now set to make criminal referrals to the Justice Department. That could potentially include former President Donald Trump. Welcome to CNN's live coverage of Election Night in America. Continued. I'm Jake Tapper, and we're standing by for the first results in the Georgia Senate runoff. Polling places across the state will close at 7 p.m., just a few minutes from now. The incumbent Democrat, Senator and Pastor Raphael Warnock, is facing off against his Republican challenger, the former football star Herschel Walker. This heated runoff featuring strong early turnout, lots of campaign cash being spent, and continuing controversies plaguing Herschel Walker. Here's what's at stake. If Warnock is reelected, Democrats would win an outright majority of 51 U.S. Senate seats. That would strengthen their control of the Senate. President Biden and his party would have an edge, very slim one, but still an edge in the Senate as they try to push through their agenda and push back against the new Republican-controlled House of Representatives. That means also the Democrats would be less reliant on Vice President Harris casting tie-breaking Senate votes during a 50-50 face-off, and they would also be less vulnerable to the demands of individual Democratic senators such as West Virginia's Joe Manchin and Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema. Now, on the other hand, if Walker wins, the Senate would remain as it is now, evenly split 50-50, as it's been during the last 2 years. That would give a boost to Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and his party after Republicans failed to win control of the Senate and their hopes of a midterm sweep were dashed. This contest also is a new test of former President Trump's influence on the GOP, as Trump was just hit with new legal blows. His company found guilty on all 17 counts in a criminal tax fraud trial. Also tonight, the January 6th Select House Committee says that its members have decided to make criminal referrals to the Justice Department, though they have not yet revealed who will be targeted in those referrals. Covering all this tonight with me, Dana Bash, Abby Phillip, Manu Raju, and our entire election team. John King is over at the Magic Wall, tracking the Georgia votes county by county. David Chalian is at our battleground desk, comparing the early and election day votes. And Pamela Brown is at our voting desk, keeping tabs on any issues that come up as the ballots are processed and reported. We also have correspondents on the ground here in Washington and throughout Georgia covering the candidates. They're at key locations where votes are being cast and counted. First, let's go to Eva McCann. She's at the headquarters for Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. And Eva, what are you hearing from the Warnock camp tonight?